As always, I want you to focus on you when you're doing this practice. No matter what we practice, whether we move slowly, we move powerfully, we move mindfully, I want you to always focus on what you are doing. Do your best to draw your attention away from outside distractions. I want you to focus on your breath as we move from flow to flow. It's going to help you to focus and hone in on your practice. So always be mindful that your practice, even if it's not yoga and you're doing something else, you're never going to be doing it to the best of your ability or the full extent if you are allowing yourself to be distracted by anything. So use the time to focus on you. What is your purpose? What is it that you want? Do you want it for mind, body, and soul? Or do you want it just so that you can have, better mobility, better flexibility, improvement on your body? Whatever is your reason, whatever is your why, let that be what is going to help you get through your flows, get through your practice. Taking this on the mat, off the mat, let that be what will guide you in what we're doing. So we're going to start standing. Look down, make sure the feet are hip distance apart, facing forward, hips are fully forward. I want you to take the hand and rest it onto the lower belly. Maybe allow the fingers to splay facing downwards. Take the left hand and place it on the small of the back or just a little lower, right at the top of the glutes. And from here, I want you to take a tilt, lengthening the tailbone area, hugging in the solar plexus, the pelvic area. This way, you're not going to be pressing forward, but you're going to be pulling in, changing your alignment. Bring the hands down to the side. Roll the shoulders back and relax them. No need to carry unnecessary tension in the pose. We're starting out in our mountain pose. Let the feet be strong. Don't press the toes or curl the toes into the mat. I want you to be able to feel your position, feel your alignment. So the crown of the head be facing upwards. And the eyes are closed gently. Starting to focus that breath, maybe allowing it to allow the thoughts to slow down. Maybe count that breath in your head. This is going to allow you to bring that focus inward. And if you think that now you feel a bit more stable in your position, in your pose here, I want you to maybe bring a little fluidity to it. Maybe moving from side to side. Don't let the feet move. Maybe rocking from side to side. Or maybe back and forth. Not stopping with the breathing. But just bring a little movement to the body. Don't curl the toes. Just allow yourself to move. Going back and forth, side to side, whatever works for you. Whatever your body is feeling at this time, just listen to it. If you want, maybe you can start to move the hands. If you're moving side to side or forward and back, maybe incorporating both moves. Bend into the knees a little bit. Just allow yourself to be rolling the shoulders as you move. Keep the eyes closed if you can, or soft gaze looking down at the tip of the nose. Just allowing the body to feel. Maybe roll the neck here as you move. And then coming back to stillness, bring the shoulders back and rounding them down. Relax, palms are facing forward in our mountain pose. Engage the tummy, lengthen that tailbone. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up, rounding. Palms are facing each other. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, bring the arms up again. Lengthening the body as we do this. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthening, reaching from the waist, the hips, lengthening that body up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Give me another one like that. Inhale, lengthen. And this time as you're coming down, maybe let the arms swan dive as you're coming forward into that forward fold. You can keep the knees soft if they feel like a strain. Fingertips coming down to the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. You can have the hands on the mat or onto the shins. Exhale, fold. Take the hands clasping the opposite elbows. Maybe just allow yourself to sway here. Really just getting some movement into the body. Keep the tummy engaged. Not fully tight, but engaged. Core is what's going to help you flow through your poses and your moves. Slowly bring the fingertips back down. Inhale, give me halfway again. Exhale, fold. If you want, you can bend into the knees or come all the way up, back to standing. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up again. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go through another half sun salutation. Inhale up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep that tummy engaged. Feet are relaxed. Inhale, halfway, or toes are relaxed. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale to hands to heart center. Let the shoulders come down. You don't want any hunching to the ears. Elbows are facing outward. Palms are pressing into each other. You can open the eyes here fully if you like, or keep that gaze soft, looking at the tip of the nose. Taking 2 beautiful breaths here. Inhale, bring the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands in front of the feet. Step back. Any foot that you choose. Make sure that the shoulders are over the wrists. And now come into a downward facing dog. Dropping the heels to the thighs. Allow the shoulders to rotate out. Head is hanging between the arms. Look between the thighs. Take a nice breath. Deep here. One more breath. Let's go through a vinyasa here. Coming up onto the toes, rolling forward, allowing the shoulders to pass the arms slightly. If you know how to go through your chaturanga fully, you can. If not, go down onto the knees, top to the toes on the mat. Coming elbows in, chin and chest to the mat. Inhale, coming up into your cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, exhaling all the way back into your downward facing dog. Drop the heels, rotate the shoulders out. Take a breath. Let's just do that one more time. Inhaling as we roll forward, coming onto the toes. And down through your chaturanga, whichever way works for you. Tuck the toes and back. Nice breath here. One more breath. Looking forward on an inhale. I want you to step the right foot forward. Drop that back heel, coming into a low lunge. You can have the hands gently onto the thigh as you're sliding into that low lunge. Remembering, we're not pressing the right hip forward. We're pressing the left hip forward as we take a nice extension there. Keep the hips facing forward. Hands are not causing any pressure. Inhale, bring the arms up. Lengthen, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that right hand down onto the left thigh, left arm is in the air, reaching behind you. You're going to feel a nice stretch, almost tilted over there, a nice stretch on the left side body, or the left front body, sorry. One more breath. Inhale, coming back up to sideways, and exhale, bring the hands forward, inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands down. I'm doing this for stability. If you have that stability already, you don't need to bring the hands up. You can have the hands here. As we move into a high lunge, tuck the back toes. Get yourself up, stable as possible. Arms are up. Breathe. We're not pressing the chest and the belly forward. We're pulling that in. Keep the tummy engaged. One more breath. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, step back. Go through your vinyasa, rolling into chaturanga. Inhale up. Tuck the toes and exhale back. Good job, guys. Keep that breath going. Taking a couple breaths here. On the next inhale, look forward. Step the left foot forward between the hands. Drop that back leg. Top of the toes on the mat. Coming into that low lunge. Try to make sure that the knee doesn't pass the ankle. Hips are facing forward. And you're stretching the right hip forward. I don't want this. Pull that back. Hips are facing forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, drop that left hand to the right thigh, right arm up. You may feel a bit of discomfort, that's okay. If it's painful, stop. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale as you bring the hands forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Use those hands again for stability. Tucking the legs up as you come up into that high lunge. Taking 2 more breaths here. Press that back heel down if you can. On the exhale, hands go down. Step back into that plank. Roll into chaturanga in your way that works for you. And up into cobra. Roll back the shoulders. Exhale back into downward facing dog and breathe. Allow the shoulders to rotate out. Nice deep breaths. Maybe in the next breath you can let that breath out through the mouth. Inhaling deeply. Exhale all the way out. Make a sound. Nice work, guys. You're going again, rolling through into plank. Coming down, chaturanga. Keep those elbows in if you can. Coming up into cobra, top of the toes. Back into downward facing dog, breathe. Nice deep breath. Again, looking through the hands. On the inhale, step that right foot between the hands. This time coming straight into that high lunge. Arms are up. Press that heel back on the back leg. Press it down. I want a strong back leg here if you can. Arms are up. You can have the hands touching if you like, or apart. Whatever feels good to you. If you want, you can do the fingers in Kali Mudra. Inhaling, stretching the hands up. Exhaling, bringing the arms past the ears as you lift the chest and the tummy. Bend into the knees. Inhale, coming up fully. Exhale, hands to heart center. Adjust yourself as you're going to go into warrior three. If you need to, maybe bring the foot a little closer in. Take an inhale here. Popping up on that foot as we come forward. Straightening that front leg, lifting that back leg. Toes are facing downwards. Level off the hips, maybe turn the feet to the right. Nice job. Inhale, and then exhale, coming all the way down. Arms are coming up. And exhale, bring the hands down. If you have the block, you can use it. If you don't have the block and you still want to try it, please feel free. Bring in the block at least 6 inches or so in front of the foot. You're going to take that right hand, placing it on the block. Left hand will go onto the hip. Going to transfer the weight, holding onto that block, lifting that left leg. Foot is flexed. Looking down to start getting you that much needed stability. You can bring the arm up if you can, opening the chest. If you don't have a block, you can bring the hands down onto the mat, whatever works for you. One more breath, keep that tummy engaged. If you have the capability, you can always look up. If not, keep that gaze down. Woo. Just shifted my gaze and almost came down. If you're still here, bend into that front knee, coming back slowly into a lunge. Good job, guys. Exhale, move the block if you can. Plant the hands and step back into a plank. Let's go through chaturanga. Inhaling up. Tuck the toes and back. Downward facing dog and breathe. Take 2 more deep breaths here. You can let it out through the mouth if you need to. Inhaling, look forward. Step that left foot in between the hands. Coming up all the way to that high lunge. You can let the hands touch or be apart. Or you can bring them into Kali. Inhale, the arms lengthen. And exhale, bringing the arms back. Lift the chest and the head. And the belly. Good job. Coming all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm just going to adjust a little bit for the camera. Take that block. Bring it in front. If you don't have the block and you can do with the hand on the ground, take your time. You're going to shift forward. Just a little bit, hand on the block. Inhaling, lifting that back leg, flex the foot. You can take that hand, lift it up. If you need to look to the ground, feel free to do so. You can look up, slowly shift the gaze. Whoops! And I'm completely off. But that's okay. You can stay if you can. And you have 1 more breath anyway. Slowly bend that knee, coming back into the lunge. Hands are back in front. And on the exhale, hands to heart center. Shift the block. Bring the hands down, step back. Rolling through your vinyasa. And this time, come all the way back into a child's pose. Knees are wide, big toes are touching. Press the bum all the way back, or come to seated. With the hands on, with the bum onto the heels. Let the hands extend. Come all the way down. Nice deep breaths here. Keep those breaths going nice and deep. Maybe let 1 or 2 out through the mouth. 2 more breaths. Final breath here. On your inhale, coming back up if you were seated. Go back to that if you would. You can come if this is easy for you. You're going to come onto the knees now. And step that left foot forward. Knee is bent. If you want, you can wiggle that right foot back just a bit so you have a little bit more of a comfortable feeling as we come back into that low lunge. And then I want you to take the right hand down, left hand down, open that leg so that the foot is pointing to the left side of the mat or off of the mat as we're coming into our lizard pose. Make sure that you're not to the end or the top of the knee, more to the middle of the knee. Or more, sorry, you're not on the end to the middle of the knee, but more to the top of the knee maybe. You can come here, find a little movement here. Just feel away, or listen to how your body's feeling. You might want to move around. Or you can always come down onto the forearms if you like. You can still move here if you're able to. Taking a few breaths. Enjoying the movements. Slowly plant the hands, coming back onto the hands here in lizard, maybe still moving. Or if you want to stop moving, feel free. This is your practice. You make the choices. And when you're ready, press the bum back and bring your knee all the way back, coming up to me standing on the knees or kneeling on the knees, whatever you see. Bring the right foot forward. Let's come back into that lunge, gliding into that lunge. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, left hand down, right hand down, opening to the right. Let that hip open, rocking here. Nice movement, feeling the hips opening on its own. This natural movement, just going to help the hips to continue to open. And you know, coming to the end of the week, I love to do hip openers because we are stressed the majority of the week, and hip openers allow us to release a lot of tension that we hold in our lower bodies. You can come down onto the arms if you like again. Trying to stay stable on that knee that's on the ground. Coming back up onto the hands. Finding some stillness, press the bum back and come back onto the knees. If you feel any tension, we're just going to put in a little cat and cow here just to help you. Let the fingers be wide, shoulders over the wrist. Tuck the toes if you like, or you can have the toes down, whatever works for you. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head up. Pull the shoulders back, bum tilts up. Exhale, round, pulling in that belly, navel to spine. Head looks between the thighs or at the thighs. Rounding the shoulders, pressing into the hands. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to neutral spine. Walk the hands at least a palm in front. If the toes are tucked, great. If you haven't tucked them before, if you didn't tuck them before, tuck them now. And let's come back into downward facing dog and settle in the most comfortable position for your downward facing dog. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart. Breathe here. One more breath. Press the left heel into the mat. Inhale the right leg up.
Bend that knee, tuck it into the body, rolling forward, step down between the hands. If you can't reach your hands and your foot is here, just step it forward. Inhale, coming up into that high lunge. Nice deep breath here. Remember your alignment, bending into that knee. Coming into goddess. We're going to make a turn to the left. Bring the feet, allowing them to be facing the corners of the mat. Try to make sure that the toes are in alignment with the knees. Inhale, bring the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, hands down onto the thighs if you like. Move here, find that fluidity, find that movement. And when you're ready, settle. Allow the hands maybe to be at heart center. If you want the hands to be up in goddess, whatever works for you. I don't want you to be falling forward. Try to keep that back up. Tummy is engaged, core is engaged. Breathe. One more breath. Good job. We're going to turn to the left. I think we have done this move before. Coming into a high lunge here. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to kick up off of that back foot again. Coming into warrior three. I just need to adjust to the camera. You can continue. Allow that hip to drop. Toes are pointing downwards or to the side. Good job. Inhale, coming up. Slowly bring that knee to the front. And then come into your tree pose. Just switching so you can see. Tree pose can be this. Tree pose can be this. Tree pose can be this. Or tree pose can be this. My pants won't allow me to do that one because it's a bit too slippery. Coming into that tree pose. Pressing the heel into the thigh. You're not pressing that thigh out. Open that hip. Breathe here. Find length in your body here. Lifting up through the torso. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, bring that knee back in front. Exhale, back into high lunge. Just go through a vinyasa here. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, coming down. Step back, roll through your chaturanga down into, and up into cobra, sorry. Tuck the toes in back. And breathe. Nice, beautiful breaths in. Nice, beautiful, deep breaths. You can go through the mouth here if you need to. Nice. Taking one more deep breath. Press that left heel down, right leg comes up. Oh, sorry, no. Right heel down, left leg up. Bend that knee, tuck it into the body, roll forward, step down into that lunge. Inhale, coming up. Nice breath here. One more breath. Inhale, reaching up and twisting back into your goddess pose. Exhale, bring the hands down. Find that fluidity, that movement again. Dropping the bum. As again, hands can be at heart center or up in goddess. Pay attention to the feet. Dropping the bum as much as you can. 2 breaths. One more breath. Slowly inhale, lifting up as we turn into a lunge facing front of your mat. Adjust yourself as you need to. As usual, I have to adjust to the camera. Exhale, hands to heart center, popping off. Coming into that warrior three. It's a very powerful flow that we're doing here today. Inhale, coming up. Knees in front. And then bringing it into your tree. I can't do tree on high on this side because this tight is very slippery. It does what it wants. Remember, we're not popping out the hip, we're being as stable and lengthening as much through the body as we can here. Inhale, knee back to center. Exhale, step back into lunge. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, hands down, step back, go through your vinyasa. And come all the way back into child's pose, breathing in. Really allow yourself to enjoy this child's pose. Nice, deep, beautiful breaths here. Two more breaths. One more breath. Come to lay all the way down on your mat. Arms are at the side. You're going to start by lifting the legs. Keep that head looking down. Inhale, lift the legs. Keep the toes pointed, knees are straight. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Coming one more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Lift the arms, allow them to be alongside but not touching the mat. Gaze is still down. Inhale up, keep the upper body moving only. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Challenge yourself to get as high as you can. Inhale up. Exhale down. Try to go into locust pose from here. And we're putting those two moves together. Lower body and upper body all moving at the same time on the breath. So gaze is down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more time like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Let's try to go fully into our bow pose from here, bringing the legs up. You can reach back, hold on to the ankles. If you are comfortable doing bow pose, you can hold on to the toes. Same concept. As we inhale, we lift the body. As we exhale, we come back towards the mat. Keep that gaze steady, going down. We're also trying for the knees not to open wide, trying to keep them as much as straight as possible, or maybe closer together. We're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Keep that neck as neutral as possible. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Coming all the way back into a child's pose for me. Let's try and even out that back bending. Breathing here. Nice, deep, beautiful breaths. Allow that belly to settle between the thighs as you breathe. Two more breaths. Final breath. Slowly make your way up and then onto your bum. Swing the legs around, coming onto the back one time, hoping I'm still properly in frame. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little nice massage on your lower back. Nice deep massage here. Maybe if you want to circle the knees, so you can go a little deeper into the back. And switch sides. Gonna do a little bit of abs here. Nothing too hard. Alright? I'm gonna bring the hands under or at the side, depending on how your back is. Inhale the legs up. Point the toes. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. And left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Really point the toes for this particular one. And left. Right. 2 more on each one. Left. Right. Left. And right. Bring the feet down. Toe, big soles of the feet are touching, sorry. You may have to scoot down a bit more, bringing the arms behind you. Stretch your arms out all the way. Maybe if you want to send the feet out a bit, you can. Take a moment to breathe here. Two more breaths. Prepare yourself for your butterfly crunches. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Let the upper back come off. Keep that tummy engaged, pressing towards the toes. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really feel the muscles elongating as you pull the hand back. Exhale. Inhale. Last exhale here. And inhale all the way down. Allow the feet to stay in butterfly for just 2 breaths. Last breath here. Bring the knees up. You can bring the hands back underneath. Legs are back up. We are just doing 8 double legs. That's all. Just 8. Point the toes or flex, depending on where you want it to go more. If you point the toes, you're going to get secondary in the quads. If you flex your feet, you're going to get it in the triceps. Lord, I cannot speak today. In the hamstrings. I am so sorry. I'm going to have my toes pointed. Inhale here. Exhale down. 1. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 3. Try for the feet not to touch the floor. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 5. Inhale. 6. Inhale. 7. Last one. Inhale. And 8. Bring the feet back into butterfly. Breathe. Two more breaths. Bring the knees up, final abdominal exercise. All we're doing is we're going to the side. Just say get a little attention to the obliques. So bring the heels in, and what our aim is to get the heels under the knees. So you may have to scoot the bum down a bit. Palms are at your side, or arms are at your side. On an inhale, you're going to lift the upper shoulders off. And we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4. Engage tummy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't bring the chin to your chest. 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going for 20, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And relax. Bring the right leg over the left. Arms are in cactus or extended. Scoot the bum over to the right just a bit. Drop the legs to the left. Looking over to the right. Take some nice deep breaths in. Make sure that right shoulder is on the floor, heading to the floor as close as possible. Two more breaths. Final breath. Slowly coming back onto the back. Unravel the legs. Let feet cross each other. Scoot the bum over to the left. Drop the knees to the right. Look over to the left. You can close the eyes here if you like. Coming back onto the back, bring the knees up, bring the feet as wide as the mat and let the knees touch each other. I'm tongue tied again today. Take any finishing poses that you may need here right now, whatever it is. If it's just a stretch, if it's a happy baby, if it's legs up the wall, shoulders down, whatever works for you. I'm going to do happy baby today. If you're doing happy baby, legs up on an inhale. On the exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, bring the elbows to the inside of the legs. And you can rock from side to side. Two more breaths. When you're ready, release the legs all the way down. As we get ready for our final pose, Shavasana. Feet are flopping to the side. Arms are alongside you. Walk the shoulders down. Palms are facing upwards. Arms are just slightly away from the body. Bring yourself back to the intention. That purpose that you had for the class. Maybe thank yourself for making it through, for doing something that is for you. You can allow the breath to slow. Maybe stop the deep breath. Maybe gently allow your breath to go back to your usual breath. And just take the time to relax in your pose. Allowing yourself to feel heavier and heavier on the mat. Use your mat to let go. Allow it to support you here and release any stress, any negative emotion that you may be feeling, releasing that from your body. Let your mat absorb it from you. Remember that your mat is your safe space and you can let any frustrations go ahead. This is a space of no judgment whatsoever. Slowly bring awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers as your toes. Take a nice stretch as you reawaken from your Shavasana. Turning onto your right side, left side. If you have blood pressure, low blood pressure issues, knees are bent in fetal position. Bring the right hand underneath the head if you're on your right side, left on the left. As you feel your body really starting to get back from that nice little rest that we had. And then make your way up to seated and come to face me on your mat. You let the arms, the hands be on the thighs, palms probably facing upwards or downwards, whatever feels good to you. Upwards just brings in a lot more, makes yourself a bit more receptive. Back is straight. If you need to sit on a cushion or a block, please feel free to do so as we end our practice. I want you to take one hand and put it on the heart, the other on the belly, and use this as a moment of gratitude. Finding at least one thing to be grateful for today. Bring your hands up in prayer to your forehead as a reminder to have kind and loving thoughts. To your heart center as a reminder to have kind and loving heart. And to your lips as a reminder to say kind and loving words each and every day to anyone that you come into contact with, and most importantly yourself. As always, it's an honor to be here with you. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I know the delight in me honors, respects, and acknowledges the light in you.